If you were to ask me what my most anticipated game was going into 2024, then I would have answered with a straight face and said JJK Cursed Clash. Now I know what you're thinking. How could this be your most anticipated game? Like, when there's so many other options. You know, Sub 3. There's, I think, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I don't know if it's releasing this year. And listen, I totally agree with you. It's just I had faith that this game was going to be special. And I mean, from all the trailers we were shown, it looked like this game was going to be pretty different from other fighting games, anime fighting games to be more specific. But as February 2nd got closer, I soon began to worry, seeing how not a single soul had anything nice to say about this game, besides them saying it's a JJK game, so I think it's gonna be cool. But that was it. You know, everywhere I go, I hear the same shit. Wow, this game looks like a PS2 game, and wow, this game is just another anime crash grab. But no, I had faith that this game was going to be at least somewhat decent. But I couldn't be more wrong. To be honest, this game is terrible. I don't care how big of a JJK fan you are, but this game is very unlikable. Before I start to rant about this, let's take a few steps before I end up losing myself in my own review. Let's start with the price. This game has the audacity to charge you $60 to play utter garbage. You hear that? But that's not all, seeing how there's a deluxe version of this game and an ultimate edition and a collector's edition ranging from $80 to $100, you know, give or take. Thankfully, I held myself back and only bought the deluxe edition just so I can get the hidden inventory DLC on day one. Will it be worth it? Who knows, but the money's already been spent. There's nothing I can do about it. I guess let's move on from the price and to the actual game itself. And yeah, the game's graphics look awful. And you can compare this game to Demon Slayer, and just looking at the two, you can see which game had more effort put into it. This game's UI, HUD, menu, or whatever you want to call it, just looks bad and lazy. I mean, all they did was just put a few anime clips from the show's opening and called it a day. At least games like Storm 4 and Demon Slayer looked like they had some thought put into them. Even Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3's menu looked better than this. And the game released over a decade ago, so what's the excuse? Okay, but enough of how the game looks. I mean, this is a fighting game, so is the combat at least any good? To answer your question, no, it's not any good. In fact, I would go to say it was very bad. You know, bad experience. I hated it. I didn't like it. Okay, so in terms of combat, I can't say too much, saying how I've spent only an hour playing this game, but I can say with confidence that this game isn't my thing. The 2v2 gimmick is cool, but the combat just feels stiff and floaty, if that makes any sense. Like I mentioned before, this game revolves around teamwork, so a lot of the game's mechanics have to do with it, and it's cool, I won't lie. Pulling off one of these special attacks is pretty satisfying, but sadly this is the only good thing I can say about this. I don't know, man, I just don't think this is my style for me, seeing how I'm the type of guy who just wants to run the ones. But in this game, if you want to do well, you know, in this game, you have to forget running the ones and jump the living fuck out of your opponents. And seeing how I'm always the one getting jumped, this shit gets annoying fast. Like, give me a break, I'm just trying to run the ones. Like most anime fighting games, this game does have a story, but it's just the bare minimum. It's just a retelling of season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm pretty sure they talk about the movie, Jujutsu Kaisen 0, but I don't remember, and I'm not in a hurry to find out. This game cutscenes are just slideshows with a few bits of actual animated cutscenes here and there. And I mean, they look fine, I guess. I mean, it's no Dragon Ball Z Kakarot or Storm 4, that's for sure. Playing through the story makes me realize how low the bar is in terms of quality. This game's story is equivalent to the My Hero Academia game from like a while back. And I feel like by now we should just have more games like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, like games that look just as good as that. But no, just take a few clips from the anime, slap some tech next to it, and call it a day. I guess there was a few things that did ruin my experience with this game, as well as, for instance, it takes me ages to get into a ranked match. It takes me ages to get into a ranked match, and when I do get into a game, there's always that one dude with shitty connection who ruins it for everybody. Sorry if I called you out about this, but please get some better fucking internet, please, I beg. Overall, don't buy this game, and especially if you're not doing so well with money already. You know, it's not worth it. All right, if you want to play something JJK related, wait for a sale. I'd say until this game's like $20, then it's worth it, you know, because I think that's how low it's gonna get. But yeah, this game isn't worth $60. Don't buy that. All right, well, at least my day wasn't totally ruined by playing this game, seeing how I was able to play Persona 3 Reload, which also released today, which I will be playing for the channel, so stay tuned for that. And while you're waiting, check out a few of my other videos. I mean, it's a mixed bag for sure, yeah, but it's nice to hear some feedback every once in a while. Oh yeah, and subscribe and like the vid. That's cool too. That's going to do it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and hope to see you again. See ya.